Hi, I'm Tiffany Boley. I'm the Title I resource person here, and I want to talk to you about 10 Marks. It's a website I came across based through Amazon.com, and it focuses mainly on the math standards for K through Algebra 2 and Geometry. It's a way to keep up with the progress of your students based on the standards. Not only does it just talk about the topics, but it has each individual standard. And I'm going to log into my account so you can see exactly what it looks like. Once you create your own account, you'll be allowed to input your student's name, and it's for free. Once your students enter their name, they will be given a username and password. And you want to go to 10 Marks Math. You don't want to go to 10 Marks Math Teach. That's a little bit of an upgrade. So we're going to click on 10 Marks Math. And as you can see, this is a dashboard. This is a dashboard I created just to play with. It is based on a first grade class. As you can see on the left side, it has each category of the math standard topics for first grade. I'm going to go to a fifth grade class, which is a grade that I do intervention with. Here, you can put what's happening in your class, whether it's assignments coming up, tests coming up, or anything. Just as I showed you on the first grade, over here on the left, you have topics of the math standards based on the grade level. Okay? Now, like I said, once you enter your class roster, you're able to download that roster, and it would give you a list of usernames and their passwords. This is the master sheet. If you scroll down, you will see that you have cards that each student can get and keep up with to log on, whether they're at school or at home or wherever they are near a computer. I'm going to close that out. Okay. Scroll down a little more. As you can see, I'm going to go back to that roster. You can see on the username and passwords, it's pretty simple. But once you create your roster, they're going to give you some weird usernames and passwords. As the administrator of this, you can manage that and change their usernames and passwords. So you click on Manage Class. And as you can see, I have 4 fifth grade students. They have one assignment that's due, but yet they have not started. Okay, you're going to click on their info, and here is where you can change their username and password. You would click on Edit, and you can just erase that out and put something that you want to be easy for them. Remember, you want it to be easy so if they ever lose their card, they'll be able to do it from memory. Also right here, which is real interesting, they do what is called a parent letter. You send home a parent letter, and this is the parent code, and they use this code to check the progress of their child. They will have access just like you, but they will only see what their child is doing and what no one else is doing. Okay. I'm going to go back to my home dashboard, to my fifth grade dashboard. Now we get down to the assignments. As you can see, I have an assignment that's due this week. Okay. But before I let you see that assignment, we're going to go to create a whole different and new assignment. If you have more than one class, you can enter one class. As you can see, I have my first grade, third grade, fourth grade, and fifth grade. Okay. Now, if you have just a few students you want to monitor on this assignment and you don't want everybody to do it, you would click Let Me Choose the Students. And here you can see which students you want to select. So if I select Glenda and Hazar, these are the only 2 students that would get the assignment that I'm giving them. But because this is a new assignment, I'm going to assign it to all of them. Scroll down a little more. As you can see, these are the standard topics. So, if I want to do a standard out of decimals, we're working on decimals. Here it lists your standards in detail, the specific standard that you are working on. If you're not sure what kind of questions they will be asking, this is what this magnifying glass is right here. You would click on it, and it will show you an example. Okay. Once you see it, you close back out of it and you assign it. We're going to do place value and express in place value. Once it's created, you can see it down here. These are the assignments that you expect them to complete. Now, here you have a due date. It's up to you as to if you wanted to do it as homework or maybe a unit review and to give them a little bit more time. So I'm going to say if today is Monday, I want this assignment done by Friday. As you can see, it will pop up right here. You have a choice of letting them do 10 problems or 20 problems. I'm going to select 10. And then if you can put your own personal message, the one here says, please complete this assignment by its due date. Okay, we're going to leave that just like that. You can preview the assignment. And this is what they will see. You can scroll down. These are the questions that they will have. And you can see that for yourself. Okay. Now, when you're ready to make that assignment, you would click Assign Now. Okay. You have successfully completed and assigned that assignment. So, let's go back to our home page and see where the assignment is. Okay. So, we have 3 assignments that are due February 27th. Once your students start that assignment, you can log in at any time and click on that assignment. And as you can see, it's going to show you who has finished. I have 4 students. None of them have finished because none of them have started. Okay? It's going to tell you right here the average time spent on that assignment. Right here, it's going to tell you the average score of your 4 students. As well as in this box, they use hints and videos to answer questions. That's going to let you know if they really have the assignment or if they need extra help. Out of my 4 students, it's going to place over here the top 3 common mistakes that all 4 of them are making, not just one student. It's going to list them. That way you will know as a teacher which ones to work on. Down here you have your assignment in details. It's going to list the name, the status if they've started, how much they've completed, their score, if they use hints, videos, and the average time spent, just as I explained at the top in each of these 4 boxes. So I'm going to go back to my dashboard. On the dashboard, they also have what is called jam session skills. These are the skills that you would use for practice. As you can see, they have each of the standard topics and what topic you're going to work on. Close back out. Scroll back up. Okay. Here's a simple parent letter that I was talking about. You can do it in English only, Spanish only, or both English and Spanish. You may have students that speak both, but their parents may be primarily Spanish, and that way you would click on both English and Spanish. So for now, we're just going to do English only, and we're going to download it. Okay. Once you put it up, you can see it's your child's, the student's name up here, their teacher, and the grade they are in. This letter will be the letter sent home. They will see their student's name, their username and password, as well as the parent code that the parent can use. Up to 3 parents can use this account to check their child's progress. Okay, now we're going to close that out. So as I said, this is just a way to keep up with the track and progress of your students in their math standards to see who gets it, who doesn't get it, and who needs extra help. Starting March 2nd, they're going to have what is called Math Madness. This lasts from March 2nd to April the 12th. And basically what they do, the company does, they keep track of the questions that your students answer. They want to make math more fun, so they give incentives, they give grand prizes, and they give weekly prizes. Based on the grade your child is in, the student is in, they will be placed in Group A, grades 1 through 4, Group B, grades 5 through 7, and Group C, grades 8 through Algebra 2. As you can see, grand prizes are awarded to the top 3 classes in each group that have the highest average questions answered per student. And the data is based on 4 out of the 6 weeks results for each class. As you can see to the right of the screen, these are the grand prizes. First prize, the class in each group, not each grade, but each group, will receive 30 Amazon Fire tablets. Second place will receive 15 Amazon Fire tablets. And third place will receive a $500 Amazon.com gift card. Mind you, that gift card can only be used for purchases on Amazon.com and not anywhere else. For the weekly prizes, to be eligible, 70% of your students need to have completed at least one problem during 2 consecutive weeks. So they cannot skip a week to be eligible. They have to do it consecutively. Okay. We're going to scroll back to the top. We're going to go back to the dashboard. Okay. Like I said, if you have more than one class or more than one group of students, so if you were doing your students as a whole class, and then if you had a special small group, you would go over here and click Add a Class. Once you click Add a Class, you would choose your grade level, put your class name. So for example, we will put grade 6. And this is the preview of their curriculum, which is really just the standards, the main topics of each standard. Class name, we're going to put Intervention 6. And I misspelled intervention. Then you're going to click Next. Once you click Next, now you enter the students for that class. You can either do it on separate lines or put a colon to separate their names. Okay, once you've entered those names, you can preview your roster, and it's going to show up like this. Notice it is in alphabetical order. Once your roster is complete, you would click Agree to the terms of using 10 marks, and you click Done. Once you're done, right then, if you want to, you could download your roster. And like I said earlier, once you create a new class, it's going to generate different usernames and passwords. So let's look at that roster so you can see what I'm talking about. Right here, usernames and passwords. These are pretty unique. You can change those, like I said, on your dashboard page, and go to Manage Class. So we're going to scroll up and click on Manage Class. Okay. Let's get Michael Jordan to change his username and password. So this is the password, the username that 10 marks has generated. You click Edit and you erase it out. Using first initial and last name is pretty generic, so we're going to do that. M. Jordan, something that he can remember as well. Once you're done, click Edit for the password. And then password can be something that you generate. Maybe it's your name and then 01 as first student. Once you're done, the parent code will never change. You would click Save Changes. You can view that change when you click it back. That's the wrong student. And as you can see, it is M. Jordan, and the password is Boley 01. Okay. At the top, it has a curriculum. Like I said, these are the standards for each grade based on your grade. And you can look through these where it will show you each standard. You can look at the assignments as well that you have either created. If an assignment is open, you have no open assignments, or if an assignment is closed. You don't have to worry about keeping up with reports. 10 marks will do that for you. Once your students start answering questions, you will be able to have a little bit more data on them. It will show you each student's performance. It will show you each student's usage, whether it's in class, at home, or whenever they're logged on. It'll keep track of the average time they spend on it, how many practice questions they get in, and how many assignments they have completed. It'll also produce a report card. After maybe 4 or 5 assignments, you want to get an average score and the assignments completed. 10 marks will generate that for you. They also have a report for those practice questions that you can look at. None of my students have started, so that's why you do not see any data down here. Once you're done, you can log out. And that completes 10 marks math with Miss Boley.
Hello, this is Mrs. Malone, your principal. Stay tuned for a message from our Title I resource personnel, Tiffany Boley. I hope you enjoy the training.